knee pads on.
Huh?
Knee pads.
Yeah.
It's New Year's Day and I've come out to do some work as Mark has. It's a lovely day, nice and still and fairly warm and bright and sunny. And Mark has decided, got a kitten shouting at me. Mark's decided to carry on with the barn roof, putting the rails up for the solar panels. And this is where I was working yesterday. So this area was stacked with glass bottles from the woods that have been collected by lovely friend Maureen. So she'd collected them from the area of woods behind me there, which is by the water tower. There's a huge stack of glass bottles there and rubbish. So that was one of their rubbish dumps. There's two in the woods here. So they were collected up and I stacked them. And yesterday I spent a few hours in the afternoon just over at the water trough cleaning them all up. So that's where I'm going now. I've got a kitten has decided to come with me. So over at the water trough here, this is what I did yesterday. And that's my last wheelbarrow full of bottles to wash. So I'm using the water trough to scrub the bottles. And then I've put them on the drying rack. We've got two drying racks that we found. That's Mark making the noise. Two drying racks that we found in the cellar. So this one is, I think I got it just about full yesterday. Yes, there's no gaps. So that's 150 bottles there. So that was completed. Then I got these to do, which I'll put on that rack to fill that one. That takes 100 bottles. And then I'll have to go and get some more out of the woods. There are hundreds out there, and a lot of rubbish that needs to go to the dump as well. So these I'm saving. I'm putting them in the cellar on the racking. We got racking for a couple of thousand bottles down there. So I'm putting the empties down there, and then if we get round to growing vines and producing our own wine at some point, we have bottles as a starting point. And if I want to use them for any art projects, we can use them as sculptures around the garden as well.
So she has managed to wash enough to fill this whole rack, which is about 450 bottles. And then, like I say, they're all been brought out of the woods where they've been dumped in the past. What we'll probably do in the future is either use them for our own wine when we get to the point of making our own wine, or Barbara was talking about possibly using them for art installations, sculptures, that sort of thing. So we shall see.
I find it difficult to manipulate my screen because I got rubber gloves on. Getting on well with the rails. I thought they'd be long strips joined together, but obviously not. So is that 3 in each strip or 2 in each strip?
Sorry?
How many is it for? Is there 3 strips for each panel to hang on? Or is there 3 panels going down?
Yeah, so you've got 2 at the top, 2 in the middle, 2 at the bottom for the three rows of panels.
Okay. How's it going?
Alright. Still arsenic territory, but
It's a bit high.
tied on, and the ladder's hooked on over the top, so can't do much more than that, short of getting someone else to do it, really.
No. It's a lovely day. At least we've got some nice weather now.
Make hay whilst the sun shines, they say.
So New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, I spent the 2 days up on the roof here, and I've got all the fixing brackets in place for the solar panels, and I'm ready now to put the cabling on. There's 66 of those up there and 4 screws in each. So yeah, I'm now getting ready to get the cabling on, and as soon as I get a day when it's not too windy, I'll get up there again. I'm in the open barn, and here I've got the cables for the inverters for the solar panels. So these ones with the plugs on like this is like a daisy chain of 15 connectors for one set of panels, and then another set of cables there, 15 connectors for the other set of panels. And then there's the cable there that connects to it to go to the control panels or to the switch panels. So I've been doing that over the last couple of days, getting that ready, because it's been a bit too windy to get up on the roof. This is the open barn, and up there by the gate is where I'm going to have the fuse boards for the solar panels. And then I've got to bring cables, so I've got to bring a network cable, a 5-core 4mm mains cable, and 3 2-pair CT cables all the way along here. So I'll try and keep the wind off the mic. And then I've got to come around the corner here. I've got to bridge this gap either by going above or below, underneath the cobblestones, one or the other. And then I've got to come through the barn. All these cables have got to come through the barn as far as the workshop, where I'll join the mains cables to the existing household cables that come into the workshop. But then I need to get the CT cables and the network cable all the way along here. CT cables will go down this conduit, which I haven't buried yet, and the network cable needs to come from the barn here across to this manhole, which is where the water and the telephone come through. So I want to link into the conduit that goes through to the house for the telephone. So that's what I was doing yesterday, trying to get a draw line through the pipe, the conduit. But it sounds so easy, but everything's so long and so big. So it's about 35 metres from the cellar where the conduit comes out, which is just to the left of the step there, where that bit of white polystyrene is sticking in the wall. So it comes out here and then goes all the way over there. So I'm in the cellar, and this orange cable is my draw line, which I'm trying to get through. And it's going down that tube there. So far I've managed to get it through about 26 metres. I'm about 10-11 metres short of getting it all the way through, but it's been a bit of a problem, but we'll get there. I'll work it out.